The cut of pork used is usually from the belly or back, featuring a balanced fat layer and thin skin. In Europe, popular choices include Iberico pigs from Spain or Berkshire pigs from the UK, both raised on natural grains and herbs, with longer lifespans, resulting in firm yet tender, sweet meat. The pork is cleaned thoroughly. The skin is scraped and left to air dry for at least 4 hours. During this time, the skin is pierced with a fine needle or blade to create microholes that allow fat to escape and ensure crispiness. Shallow cuts are made into the meat to allow for even seasoning. Europeans use a mixture of sea salt, black pepper, caraway seeds, coriander seeds, crushed garlic, thyme, rosemary, and occasionally lemon or apple cider vinegar. This blend is rubbed deeply into the meat, especially between the skin and the muscle, then left to marinate for 12 to 24 hours. The pork is mounted on a slow-rotating spit in a wood-fired or electric oven at 160 to 200 degrees Celsius. Roasting time ranges from 2 to 6 hours depending on the size. Throughout the process, hot fat or glaze, often honey, beer, or cider-based, is brushed onto the skin to retain moisture and build a glossy finish. As the skin begins to blister and turns a rich amber color, it emits a faint crackling sound, the sign of a perfect crisp. The air is filled with the aroma of roasting meat, smoked wood, and herbs, enveloping the kitchen in warmth and anticipation. Once done, the roast is taken out and rested for 15 to 20 minutes. This crucial step allows the juices to redistribute, keeping the meat moist and tender. When sliced, the crispy skin shatters like brittle glass. Beneath it lies a melting layer of fat and juicy, pinkish meat. It is commonly served with roasted potatoes, sauerkraut, hot mustard, or applesauce. As the pork melts in your mouth, the skin crackles with flavor, and the herbs dance on your tongue. It's a culinary symphony, blending taste and memory in perfect harmony. In Asia, the cut is usually pork belly or a whole suckling pig. The meat must be fresh, with alternating layers of fat and lean, thin skin, and light pink color. In China, Vietnam, and Thailand, fresh pork is usually bought from traditional wet markets on the same day to ensure peak flavor. The pork is washed with diluted salt water. The skin is scraped clean of any hairs and membranes. In Cantonese cooking, the skin may be blanched in hot vinegar water to remove odors and help puff it later. The skin is then pricked densely with a needle to allow moisture and fat to escape during roasting. Asian marinades are famously intricate. While each region and family has its own recipe, typical ingredients include salt, pepper, 5-spice powder, onion and garlic powders, white rice wine, fermented bean paste, honey or maltose. In Vietnam, additions like lemongrass, kaffir lime leaves, galangal may be used. The spices are rubbed thoroughly into the meat, avoiding the skin to keep it dry. The pork is marinated for at least 6 to 12 hours. The pork is mounted on a spit or placed on a tray in a charcoal or electric oven at 180 to 220 degrees Celsius. As it roasts, fat drips down, causing the skin to blister. The color transforms from white to golden, then to amber and reddish brown. The cook rotates the meat evenly, brushing it with maltose syrup or rice wine glaze to achieve a shiny skin. Roasting takes 1.5 to 3 hours, depending on the size of the cut. Once done, the pork is allowed to rest for 10 to 15 minutes. This helps the juices settle, making the meat tender. The skin continues to crisp up slightly in the air. Asian-style roast pork is cut into bite-sized square chunks, each piece showing crackling skin, soft fat, juicy meat. When bitten into, the skin shatters crisply, the fat melts, and the lean meat bursts with savory sweetness. Asian roasted pig is crispy and crackling, marinated intricately, with a bursting skin and rich flavor. European roasted pig is subtly fragrant. Slow roasted, with a light crisp skin, tender and sweet meat, leaning towards natural and refined.